Have you ever written a story where a lot of things are happening, but somehow it still feels repetitive? The plot is moving, the scenes are changing, and new events keep appearing, but the story still feels stuck somehow. This is a pattern I see in manuscripts that almost work. The writer keeps adding events, but the emotional experience never really changes or shifts, so the story is moving forward without actually changing. That is a problem. When a story feels repetitive, a lot of writers assume the problem is the plot. So they will add another twist, another conflict, another complication, another surprise. They'll increase activity. But repetition in a story doesn't really come from the plot repeating. It actually comes from the emotional beat repeating. So a character having the same reaction or the same response or the same internal state again and again and again and again and again. Repetition. That's what we're talking about today. Hi, if we haven't met before, my name's Melissa Bourbon. I've written more than 36 novels across mystery and magical realism, women's fiction, and I've been in this industry for a lot of years. Both in my own revisions and in the manuscripts I've reviewed and I've edited, I have noticed something that surprises a lot of authors, and that is that stories don't feel repetitive because events repeat. Again, they feel repetitive because emotions are repeating. Here's what is actually happening. Let's look at that reader psychology. Readers are not tracking plot mechanics the way that we are as writers. They are tracking emotional movement. They're asking themselves, has anything changed? They're not asking themselves, did something new happen? Because a story can contain 10 different events and still feel exactly the same because the emotional arc hasn't changed. If the character reacts with the same fear, the same hesitation, the same frustration, the same confusion, the reader experiences the same emotional beat over and over. When the emotional beat repeats, the story feels stuck, even if the plot is moving forward. It's subtle. It's a subtle difference, but it is so important. Let's look at some popular fiction examples to help clarify this. The first one is the old movie Groundhog Day.
Funny Phil.
That's right, woodchuck chuckers. It's Groundhog Day! Get up and check that hog out there!
Yeah! Ooey, come here, Groundhog!
What the hell?
This movie is actually built around repetition, right? The character, Bill Murray's character, Phil, wakes up the same day over and over and over again. But the story doesn't feel repetitive because his emotional response each time changes. First, he's confused, and then he's amused. And then after that, he becomes reckless.
We could do whatever we want.
And then he becomes despairing. And finally, he becomes compassionate.
Well, what should we drink to?
I like to say a prayer and drink to world peace.
So we have 5 emotional shifts that he goes through. The events are repeating, but the emotional position is the thing that evolves. That is why the story feels dynamic. That's why that repetition actually works. Let's look at The Devil Wears Prada. Pretty early in the story, Andy struggles at her new job.
She hates me, Nigel.
And that's my problem because... Oh, wait, no, it's not my problem.
I don't know what else I can do, because if I do something right, it's unacknowledged. She doesn't even say thank you. But if I do something wrong, she is vicious.
She makes mistakes. She feels overwhelmed. She doesn't fit in. If she stayed in that emotional state for the entire movie, confusion and insecurity, the story would feel very repetitive. But her emotional position actually shifts. She adapts. She becomes very competent. She gains confidence. Eventually, she begins to question her own values. So we have that emotional progression that is keeping the story alive, not the events, but her emotional evolution. And then a favorite, let's look at The Hunger Games. Katniss faces a lot of danger over and over and over again as she competes. But the story doesn't feel repetitive because her emotional relationship to the danger is the thing that keeps changing. She's fighting to survive. And then she's fighting to protect others. And then she begins to resist the system. So she's in the same environment, it's the same threat, but her emotional position is the thing that changes. And that shift helps create momentum within the story. She and her emotions are not repetitive. So think about these stories. The situations repeat, but the emotional responses of our characters evolve. And that is the difference between movement and repetition. Movement talks about the emotional growth or changes the character is going through versus repetition of their emotions, which makes the story feel pretty stale. Let's look at another example. Imagine a character facing a bunch of challenges. So let's say they receive some bad news and initially they panic, and then they face a new obstacle and they panic. And then they encounter danger and they panic. The situations are different. The thing that's making this character panic are different, but the response, panicking, is the same. We as readers are going to get tired of seeing this character panic, and we're going to want to see some growth. And if we don't, we aren't going to be invested. So from our perspective, nothing has really changed, even though the catalyst for that response for the character has changed. Let's look at it a different way. First, the character panics, but then what if next they resist? And then they adapt, and then finally they act. The plot might be similar, but our character's emotional experience evolves, and evolution of that emotional experience is the thing that's creating momentum with the story. It's keeping the readers involved. Okay, here's what I want you to take away. Repetition in the story is not about events. It's usually about emotional position. If a character stays in the same emotional place, the story is going to feel repetitive, even when you have the plot changing. When the emotional position of the character shifts or changes, that is when the story feels alive. Because movement is happening, beneath the surface within their emotions. And that's what we become invested in. This is something I see so often in manuscripts that, again, almost work. The writer has created really strong scenes, interesting situations, meaningful conflict, but the emotional response never evolves. So the story begins to feel pretty predictable, not because the plot is predictable, but because the character's reaction is predictable. Here's a simple question to ask yourself during your revision process, and during the writing process too. What changes emotionally in this scene? You don't want to look at what happens next or what is revealed. You want to look at what changes emotionally. And if the answer is nothing, then you have probably found the place where your repetition is beginning, that emotional repetition is beginning. Y'all, stories don't feel repetitive because the plot repeats. They feel repetitive because the emotional experience stays the same. It doesn't change. That is a problem. Once emotional movement begins for your character, we have evolution, we have emotional growth. Once the character starts responding differently, the next question is, when does the reader recognize that shift? Because readers don't stay in the story because events keep happening. They stay when they feel change. That is when their commitment kicks in. That is the next step, and that is in the next video. So tune in next week for that.